creamy and delicious 4-cheese gnocchi with fine Italian cheeses, including sweet Italian Gorgonzola. Let's gather our ingredients. To make this dish, we will need 100 grams of taleggio, diced, 150 grams of sweet Italian Gorgonzola, 100 grams of gruyere, diced, and 100 grams of fontina cheese, diced. We will also need 150 milliliters of whole milk, 150 milliliters of heavy cream, and black pepper to taste. And of course, the star of the show, gnocchi. Click on our video recipe to learn how to make gnocchi at home. From an Italian grandma. This cheesy sauce comes together quickly, so put the pasta water on to boil before starting the sauce. To make this creamy 4-cheese sauce, add 150 milliliters of whole milk and 150 milliliters of heavy cream to a large shallow pan over medium heat. With our Bosch induction stovetop, we set the temperature to 6. Then add the cheeses, 100 grams of gruyere, 100 grams of taleggio cheese, 100 grams of fontina cheese, and 150 grams of sweet Italian Gorgonzola. And stir continuously until all the cheese is melted. This should take just a few minutes, and we're almost there. Creamy, decadent, and delicious. When there are just a few clumps of cheese left, it's time to cook the gnocchi. If you can't manage the gnocchi while continuing to stir the cheese sauce, briefly remove the 4-cheese sauce from the heat. Once the cheese is melted, reduce the heat to low. Cook about 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of gnocchi according to package instructions. When the gnocchi is cooked, transfer to the 4-cheese sauce. Adding also about a ladle of the pasta water. This will thin the 4-cheese sauce out slightly, giving us a chance to cook the gnocchi in the sauce for a minute without the sauce becoming too thick. Once the gnocchi are nestled in, reduce the sauce for just a few minutes over very low heat, stirring continuously to prevent burning. Just remember that as it cools, the 4-cheese sauce will continue to thicken on the plate. At this point, you also want to taste for salt. Because cheese tends to be salty, you may not need extra salt. Add black pepper to taste and serve, or transform it into another dish by baking it al forno. If you'd like to bake your gnocchi now or the day after, transfer the gnocchi to an oven-safe bowl. Sprinkle with Parmigiano Reggiano, and bake in a 475 degree Fahrenheit, 250 degrees Celsius oven for about 20 minutes. Finish on broil to brown the top. E buon appetito! Subscribe below for more recipes like this from Italy and beyond.